Former streamer Clint1717 recently released a manifesto on Layla. Clint1717 and Layla are both streamers from the Raj Patel days of Twitch. Clint now chases lizards. Layla gambles, calls police on people, fakes pregnancies, and is generally a terrible person. This is your 10-minute drama, The Clint Manifesto. February 27th, 2023, Clint had the police called on him after entering a house he believed he lived at. He was charged with felony burglary and was held in solitary confinement by the Travis County Jail for 5 days. This occurred after he entered his shared domicile of Layla, a prominent steak-sponsored streamer. The police report showed Layla claimed Clint was homeless, and she had rented an Airbnb to keep him off the streets after kicking him out 5 days prior. Had forced her to perform oral sex on him 8 to 20 times in the past 8 months, and that Clint was lying about being engaged with Layla, as it was staged for social media. Clint, of course, challenged this with a manifesto. Many don't read, so we will summate his arguments against this. Clint was not homeless, and Layla did not rent this Airbnb for Clint to stay off the streets, but rather to celebrate his birthday. First, we can see here that Pickstart coordinated with Layla to rent the Airbnb. Second, we can see Layla coordinating with several of Clint's friends to come down to Texas for the Airbnb stay. Next, we can see the period the Airbnb is rented, Layla speaking about his birthday party. Layla lie counter 1. Next, the claims of Clint forcing her to commit oral sex acts can be shown to be exaggerated. We can see here that Layla asked Clint's friend Lemur King TV on how to suck his dick best. Lemur King didn't know and said to ask Clint's boy toy Modi. Along with this, we can show several times in which Layla had messaged a few different people about her blowy skills, and I will leave these up here. Finally, we can see sexualization of Clint in Neiman Marcus bathroom a month later, where there is an image of Layla seeming to perform fellatio on Clint. Layla lie counter 2. Lastly, Layla in the police report said she wasn't engaged to Clint and that it was staged for social media. We can see with several messages to several people. Layla was still referring to Clint as her fiancé after the arrest, with Clint himself. Layla lie counter 3. So why did Clint go to the house on his birthday? Layla said she would return to the Airbnb to Clint's friend Pig's Pen Strikes. After several hours of not hearing from his fiancé and her past drug use shown here with messages to party planner Pickstart, Clint had his friend Barry drive him to what he believed to be his home. Clint lacked a house key because of losing his keys in a totaled car and then proceeded to enter through a side window. He saw his dogs were unfed and proceeded to the bedroom to see if his fiancée had overdosed. He attempted to remove the door handle after yelling to Layla to answer if she wasn't dead from overdose. He failed and kicked down the door. This is also approximately when the police apprehended Clint and placed him into custody. Police were called by a neighbor and Layla herself, with Layla reporting he may be armed. Clint was ultimately placed in solitary confinement for 5 days, in which we can see Layla was trying to get him out. All the while, her Twitch mod Rich hid in her bedroom closet. As time goes by, after the situation, we can see Layla told several different stories of the event to Clint's friends. Her Discord, and to Clint himself. On April 7th, in an effort to get Clint back, Layla said she was pregnant with his child. Saturday, April 8th, Layla said she was going to a Quest Diagnostic Center after they had closed for blood work. Later that night, Layla confronted Clint about this in a hotel and proceeded to have a miscarriage in his hotel bathroom. 2 days later, she had her period. Layla lie counter 4. Finally, Clint just wanted to make sure that his dogs Dakota and Daisy were safe and not in the hands of a heroin-using addict. After calling Layla out on Twitter, he received no response. Ultimately, he made a tweet longer about this entire situation, and thus we stand here today saying, free the puppies. Anyways, this was your 10-minute Clint1717 drama recap. Like